Okay, I'm just working on the Bobcat S250 today, and I want to talk about putting the loader frame in the raised position and putting the safety link in here. And I'm going to use the crane to do this. Because I'm alone here, it's really the only safe way I can get this link in here. The whole purpose of this link, of course, is to support the loader frame mechanically around the rod of the lift cylinder, so you can walk underneath the boom of the machine, and it's not supported only by hydraulics, because we don't want to be betting our lives on trapped oil. So that's the purpose of that bracket. My pet peeve about this bracket is that you can't install it if you're alone and you're inside the cab. If you start the machine and raise the loader frame all the way up, the only way to put that bracket in is then to step out of the cab underneath the loader frame, supported only by hydraulics, which is, the whole point of this bracket's to avoid that. So I'm going to use the shop crane, and I'm going to use float. Now, if you've got a Bobcat with base valve and it's got mechanical linkage, detenting the pedals into the float position is pretty straightforward. But because this machine's got selectable joystick controls, that can be a little trickier. So this machine's got this switch for selectable hand or foot controls. I've got it in hand controls right now, and our float button looks like this. Instead of a float detent mechanically on the pedals, we've got a button. Because we've got electric actuators on the valve, float really just becomes a position of the spool in the directional control valve. And because we've got electric actuator on the lift control valve, it just becomes a electromechanical position of the position sensor. So what I'm going to do is turn the key on. I'm not going to start the machine. Key's on. I'm going to put the seat bar down. I'm going to hit press to operate. Then I'm going to put the loader control in the lower position. So I'm going to be lowering the loader frame. Hold the float button down. And now you may be hearing that buzzing. I haven't gone through that motion. I've detented or positioned the spool actuator in the float position. So now the loader frame is in float. So if I lift with the crane here around the draft tube of the loader frame, loader frame's going up, the wheels are staying on the ground. I'm basically in float. So I'm allowing oil to come from the tank and be drawn into the head end of the lift cylinders. So then I can put this all the way in the raised position, and then I can put my link bracket in. If I don't do that, I just hit the float button again to turn off float. If I'm not in float, then when I go to lift the loader frame, well, you can see I'm lifting the wheels off the ground. I'm lifting the whole machine because I've got trapped oil. So I've got to get that in float. So again, the sequence: key on, seat bar down, press to operate button pushed, then go full lower, float button depressed, and then that puts us in float. Then I put the loader frame up. Want to make sure I got the stands underneath the back of it so I don't tip the whole machine over, but then I can take the bracket off. So I removed the bracket from its storage position. I've installed it around the rod of the cylinder here. Now I can let the loader frame down. It's still in float. And I've left the sling on there, but it's just on slack because this mechanical link is now in there. Now, finally, after all that, it's safe for me to walk here underneath the loader frame because I got it supported mechanically. I'm not betting my life on trapped hydraulic oil. We're actually got something mechanical holding it up.